Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath, a medium, as well as a pet communicator and health advisor. If you want to know more about what she does, check her out at www.enchantedSky.com. And now you're live.
All right, now I'm live.
Now you're live.
There we go.
Hi guys, how is everybody? This is Metaphysical Meanderings. TikTok. If you want to see, I have a special guest today. I'm gonna move the camera around a little. But I am on 216 the net. I'm on my YouTube, Atlanta's Enchanted Sky. I'm on Twitch. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. Where else we have? Missing something? I don't know. Anyway, but today. So today what we're covering is natural remedies and natural foods and natural things for your pet.
Treatments.
Treatments. There you go.
Of course,
Herbal remedies.
good shout out. We always got a shout out for, because it goes to a podcast. Not everybody's watching, to diamondsnaturalstore.com. Did you want to do a commercial for it real quick?
Diamonds Natural Store. Check us out. We all have everything natural, and we will fix you up with some great toys and some natural treats for your pets. And Black Friday's coming, so we're going to have some great sales.
Awesome.
There you go.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more what we're going to do. Because until TikTok allows StreamYard to go and to all of that, and TikTok is one of the last ones.
Yeah.
And I heard Clapper's going to get included here pretty soon.
Oh, that's
Clapper
good.
made a mention that they might be added. Anyway,
And that's quick.
Yes, exactly. So what I'm talking about is, so tell me a little bit how you got started in this. She's my sponsor, by the way. And so tell me some more, Sue.
Well, I mean, obviously, Diamond's Natural Store is named after my dog Diamond, who passed away in 2019 of metastasized rectal adenocarcinoma. She was diagnosed in December of 2016. In the week of Christmas, I started her first chemotherapy treatment. I did a few of those, did nothing. Her lymph node didn't shrink. The tumor didn't shrink. And I knew I wanted to go natural, but I didn't know how to do it. And so Google was my best friend.
Well, there you go. I think
and
a lot of people's
Google was my best friend. I met a lot of people on Facebook that helped me save her life, basically. Good. And the first thing I did was take her off of dog food. And I put her on 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day. She ate raw meals, raw meat, raw bones, probiotics, prebiotics, everything you can imagine. I kept Amazon very wealthy at that time.
Oh, I bet.
And the oncologist told me 3 to 6 months with her.
Okay.
And after a few treatments, I took her off. I didn't know what I was going to do. And obviously I went natural. I never went back to the vet, never went back to the oncologist. And Diamond lived 31 months with metastasized rectal adenocarcinoma.
Oh, good.
And unfortunately, it did still take her from me, but it went to her brain and she started having seizures, and I wasn't going to let her live like that. But then I told her that I was going to tell everybody about her story, and I was going to help anyone that has a sick dog or cat. You have low battery, and keep her legacy alive. And that's where Diamond's Natural Store came in.
Okay.
And we sell everything natural. I make dehydrated duck hearts, and we have dehydrated chicken feet, turkey necks, chicken necks.
Hey, the best one are the duck hearts, you guys.
Oh,
if
the
you
duck
haven't
hearts.
had the
She
duck
just
hearts,
loved
my golden
I haven't.
retriever like would do anything for those darn things.
My dog too.
And they're just great, and they're not. So how are these made? So tell me, are you doing them yourself?
Yes,
or?
I do them myself.
Okay.
And what I do is I cut them in half, but I don't cut them all the way. So they lay flat. And what I like about doing that, besides taking less time to dehydrate, is that I can crack them in half.
Yes, you can. And then they last longer.
And they last a little longer. I mean, if you have two little dogs, they could just crack them in half and they could do, two dogs. Or you have bigger dogs, so you can give them both pieces.
Yes.
It's okay.
I usually split them between my collie and my golden.
Yeah.
I've got a collie and golden.
Yeah. So I do them in my house. I'm looking for a place, a warehouse, storefront.
Yes, we've talked about this. I keep telling you it's coming.
It's coming.
I've been predicting it.
It's coming. It's coming.
Not too far from where she's at. I keep telling her.
Yeah, you told me it's close.
Yes.
So it's coming.
So tell me more about what your theory is or what your feeling is on Kibble. Like why?
You want to go down that rabbit hole?
Yeah, please tell them, because people want to know this stuff.
Okay.
Right?
First of all, I want to tell everybody, even if anything you learned today is to go on YouTube and watch Pet Fooled. Okay. It's all about dog food and cat food. It will change your life. It'll shock you. And hopefully it'll give you a second thought of feeding your dog kibble tonight for dinner.
Really? Because I feed my dog kibble.
It's a shock.
They say it's grain free.
Yeah, well, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's like fillers, right?
It's all fillers.
Yeah.
And you know what they do with kibble is that, first of all, you could have rendered animals that are not slaughtered that die right there. And what is wrong with them? They might have cancer and they're going into your dog food. They could do roadkill. They do not.
Oh, really?
They do not control what goes in
because it's a dog. There's no FDA. Yep.
So
I heard horse food. Is that true? Horse meat?
Sure. They could do horse meat, cow meat. They could do roadkill if they really wanted
exactly.
to.
Okay.
So they don't regulate it. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Plus, corn is very cheap. And a lot of times corn will be the first or second ingredient. Yeah. If you have byproduct meal, that's, let's just say, from chickens, that's the parts that you and no one will eat. The beaks, the feathers, the feet. Well, the leftovers that they don't use. And that goes to the dog food. And that is nothing. And wheat gluten for cats is very allergenic. And a lot of cats have a lot of issues with that. They get diarrhea, they get allergic to it. Even dogs too. So, and they put that's very cheap to put in the food.
I know. I only get canned food for my cats because my cats are working cats. So, and they get to a point they won't eat the dry.
Sure.
And
right.
They'll go catch a mouse. I found. Side note: I found a mouse dead on my floor the other morning, and I stepped on it. But
they did their work.
They did their work. That's right.
But cat food is even worse. That I did the research on is that. They say it's like crack for cats, and it's so full of sugar, and so is dog food with all the carbs. That's where all the disease in our animals is coming from. They get diabetes, kidney, liver disease. It's all from the kibble. And I tell everybody, and I'll tell you now, you get rid of your kibble, you put them on a fresh diet, you give them probiotics, you will save on the vet bill, and your dog and cat will live longer.
And didn't you were also saying if you're putting them on fresh food, you end up saving money because they're not going through
they're not going to the vet. They don't go to the vet. Okay. I think a lot of people they don't want to do it because it's more expensive. And it can be expensive. If you have a couple Great Danes, those Great Danes are going to eat 2 pounds a day, if not more, of meat. But on the long run, on the back end of that, spending money on that raw meat, you are not going to the vet for allergies. You're not going to the vet for stomach issues. Yeah. You're not going to vet for whatever, diabetes.
So are you suggesting also that maybe you should mix it up with actual raw meat you bought, or should you just go to the store to get it?
You could do either or. With Diamond, I made my own.
Okay.
So
tell what would you put in it?
Was
what
cheaper.
Doing?
I was doing either ground beef, ground chicken, turkey, bison. If I could get it, I would do venison.
Okay.
I found a place that I ground elk, and they would do that. I would do liver, kidneys, pancreas. Vegetables would be spinach, asparagus, carrots.
So now why the
green beans?
The carnivores, why would you put that in there? I know why, but I'm asking you. Tell me.
I mean the vegetables?
Uh-huh.
Oh, they're good for them, though. They are very good for them.
I was always
asparagus and spinach are a draining vegetable. So if your dog, let's just say your dog is always hot during the summer, and he's laying on the vent all the time, feed him asparagus and spinach and cool meat like beef or turkey. Chicken is a very hot meat, and that'll keep the body hot. So
I asked that my one of my vets one time, and he says, think about it. They eat herbivores. They're eating what's the contents of the stomach when they're in the wild.
Yes.
So they would be eating vegetables.
Yes.
So think about it.
The wolves, the wild animals, the first thing they do, watch any documentary of a tiger killing an elk. The first thing they do is go for the stomach, because they go to the gut, because that's where all the vitamins are.
That's where my damn raccoons always bite the heads off my chickens. By the way,
you know why? Because of the brains,
because it's really high nutrition.
Yep.
I know.
And a lot of cats do that too. They eat the head and leave the body because of the brain.
Yes. Well, my cat just kills them and leaves them. I think he brings them to me as gifts, and they'll leave them at my door and stuff. So
hey, our Addie, our dog, she kills mice. So she caught one in the house.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Yeah,
well, some of them are. Some of those dogs were bred that way, like a rat terrier.
Yeah, well, she is part Shih Tzu.
So they were bred for that stuff. So yeah. So anyway, so it's interesting that we're realizing that we're making ourselves sick and so we're trying to go natural, and we're realizing how sick we're making our animals.
Oh my gosh.
And we truly are. I know that for me personally, and I've talked to we were just talking about horses before this. I do not grain my horses, guys. I go out of my way to not grain my horses. There's too much sugar. There's too much corn. It is not natural. I go out of my way to find a really good hay with just a touch of alfalfa in it, because you know what? Animals need to be eating naturally. So, Yeah,
well, if they were wild, what would they be eating?
Exactly.
They wouldn't be eating grain.
They'd be well, what I did, and so that you guys know, I went through into my pasture. I have a 5-acre pasture, and I went and put prairie grass out. I put prairie grass seed out. People are thinking I was crazy, and I said no.
Oh no, that's awesome.
What would they be eating if they were wild?
Yeah.
And so, so far my horses, I've not had any health problems at all with my horses. I've got, knock on wood, I got a 23-year-old and a 20-year-old and a 16 and a 15-year-old, and I've had them.
Oh, you have 4. I thought you had 2.
Nope, I have 4. Okay. I have 3 horses. One's just an extra, and then I got a pony.
What's an extra?
Well, you know how you always have an extra, and she was,
Well, you had the pony for the kids.
So, your
grandkids.
If my third person wants to ever ride, they can just get on the other horse. He hasn't been ridden in a while, but
all right, I'll be over tomorrow.
So there you go. All right, sounds good. Go for it. I got my Reiki center working, you guys.
Oh, that's gonna be so nice.
Yes, I'll have to take pictures when it's done. I just need a carpet on there. So anyway. So back to this. So tell me some of the stuff you've got. Some of the things you got at your
So the number one thing that I gave Diamond was probiotics.
Okay.
And I carry Probiotic Miracle.
So it's for dogs.
It's for dogs and cats. The one that I carry.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's different than people, right?
Yeah. And what I did with her, and I do recommend for everyone, is I switch off probiotics. Every couple months, I'll switch to anher one.
Oh, you will? Okay.
Yeah, okay. I do. I don't do it all the time now since Addie is healthy. Okay. And when with Lucky, who you met, that we lost him in May, that he was 17. And my husband still thinks that it was because I switched him to raw when he was 11, and he got everything natural. And I gave him milk thistle for his liver. and everything. I kept him healthy. And even our vet, the last time he was at the vet and got a blood test, my vet called me and said, when I'm 107, I want to have his blood test.
Wow. Good.
So,
well, there you go.
and it was just old age that put him down. And that's how they all should go, is old age.
Yeah, exactly.
When we were kids, I mean, I just turned 60. When we were kids, they all lived to be old age, 13, 15 years old.
Always.
Now, dogs are dying at 3 and 5 years old of cancer, liver, kidney disease.
Yep. I lost
absolutely
collie.
Horrible.
My collie died at 7, and he had a bladder cancer.
See,
it was
terrible.
genetic, so he was predisposed.
Yeah.
But I've got a collie now that's 11, and they said he's really super healthy. And I've switched. I went to a really good premium dog food too.
Yeah. And what dog food is that?
Well, you probably are. It's diamonds. Diamonds. Yeah. Diamonds. Yeah. Diamonds and a mix of that and IAMs and something else. But I mean, I was just feeding pedigree. But
God.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I'm glad you switched.
Yes. So there you go. But yeah, I'm also, you guys know I have a farm. So I'm also putting in eggs. I'm taking the eggs and I'm mixing in egg.
Yes. An egg every day. Raw, hopefully.
Yep. A raw egg. Yep. And so, and it does
high
seem
protein.
Like it's helped. Their coats are better. Their coats are better.
And I think that's the number one thing that I noticed on Diamond and Lucky when I switched, is that their coat within like 3 days was so soft and shiny.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. More energy. But another thing that I gave Diamond and I gave Lucky was milk thistle. Milk thistle is for the liver and the kidneys.
Yes.
And it will help it drain and get rid of the toxins, because every toxin in your body goes through your liver.
Yes.
And that includes your dog liver. And it goes to the liver, gets rid of all those toxins out of there. Okay. Now, the milk thistle that I carry has dandelion root in it, which could be absolutely.
Oh, huge dandelion root.
I love it.
I've been pushing dandelion root with you guys.
And it's good for our dogs too.
Yes.
And that can be a diuretic too. So anytime that anybody buys it, when I send out and I give them a note saying that with the dandelion root, that can be a diuretic, so they might pee more. So just be alert with that. Okay. But it gets rid of it faster out of the body. And probiotics. Let's see what else. I got my notes. I'll check.
Yeah. You guys ever notice I don't plan this?
No, she goes.
Nope, I just walk in. I know exactly what I'm going to do when I talk. And if you guys know, because it's in my head and I already know where I'm going with it. So,
Well, I knew what I wanted to talk about. So that's why I took notes.
Well, we become friends. So we're pretty good friends.
Yeah, we're pretty good.
Yeah.
And another one that I used to give Lucky was yucca. And that is an anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
And he had bad arthritis.
Okay.
And so
yucca, I remember that.
Yep. I gave it to him twice. Yes, it's good for people. It's good for everything that I gave my dogs. We all can take.
Yes.
And yucca, he got twice in his bowl every meal. He got it. Also is PEA.
I've taken that. Yes.
It has a long name to it.
Yes.
And I can't really starts with
I can't remember.
I mean, it is a real long name.
I know what you're talking about. I've taken
But that is a natural anti-inflammatory. It's plant-based.
I have a question for you. So would they be taken also? Would you give them fish oil?
Oh, yeah. I give them fresh sardines.
Okay. All right. Because I've been starting. I by the way, you guys, I'm becoming a master herbalist. And so I've gone from
I'm going to be joining you.
Yep. I'm going from fish oil to krill oil.
Yes.
And the difference is unbelievable. And by the way, that dandelion root, my hair once a month, man.
And I think the quill, is it called the quill?
What?
The fish that you just said?
Oh, krill oil.
Krill oil. I don't think you'll get the burps and everything after.
It is much, much more intense vitamins.
Yeah.
I've been doing my research, and it's
doesn't it have omega-6s too?
Yes.
Besides 3 and 6.
And it's from the Antarctic. So they're taking it out of the ocean. So it's also got some ions. It's got it's got all the vitamins and the minerals and, so, and I use, and here's another one. Here's another quick one for you. MCT oil is coconut oil.
That's my second one. That's
MCT oil is an uptake.
Yes.
Works better than fish oil, guys. And it's just same price, but it feeds off it helps my krill absorb into my body better.
Yep.
And I'm going to tell you, I've never, my
It's good
hair,
for your hair,
my-
your skin.
Oh, look at my nails. Like they're growing out. So it's just, this works. This
Yeah,
stuff works.
MCT oil is good for your brain.
Yep.
And there was a study taken that MCT oil in your pets will keep away seizures.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So I mean, it won't get rid of it, obviously, but it'll slow down the seizures.
The seizure. Yeah. Slow
Mhm.
down everything. Well, that's
Yep.
interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, the more I get into this, the more I realize that we've gotten away from all this.
Yeah.
When we were kids, you remember hearing elderberry wine? You always said, "Oh, it would keep away the colds," and we always thought it was a big joke.
Oh, I love elderberry. They're so good.
I take elderberry jam and I put 1 teaspoon.
Ooh, I haven't seen that.
Yep, I got. I'll hook you up. All right, so I'll hook you up, you guys. Actually, you can find it on. You might be able to find it on my Amazon shop, but and I put 1 teaspoon, and you know what they found doing the research was zinc. It's extremely high in zinc and vitamin C. So it's like taking that airborne, only it's a third of the price.
Yep.
So
yeah, elderberry juice is really good too.
Yes.
One of my friends makes it, and it's so good. You're supposed to take a couple teaspoons a day, and you just want to drink the whole jar.
I drink a lot of natural coffee.
Yeah.
I want to put that out there.
It's all organic.
It's
all organic.
Hey.
If my water isn't
as long as
flavored,
it's not that coffee that comes out of the monkey's poop and then they do it.
No,
That's
no.
Oh
okay.
yeah. Oh, okay.
I don't know what it's called.
I know what you're talking about.
What is it called? See,
Really?
Kopi
Ew,
Luwak,
that's
yeah.
disgusting. Oh,
I think I went to school with
it's
Kopi.
and it's very, very expensive. What did
Is it really?
I think I went to school with Kopi Luwak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us really fast because we're almost out of time already. We only got So tell me how you're making this. How are you making this? How you doing this? What you're selling? You guys.
Well, I do it out of my house right now, and I'm all online at diamondsnaturalstore.com.
Okay.
And like I said, I do the duck hearts that I make, and everything else comes in. I carry all brands. I carry small batch. You might know small batch.
Okay.
Great. And I will be carrying freeze-dried food soon. I would like to carry the frozen meat, but I wouldn't be able to ship it. So, but for locals in my area, because I'm in Addison, Illinois, anyone that can order it, they can come pick it up.
Okay.
So
me personally, we were just talking about it, the duck heart thing. I know that sounds disgusting, but the dogs, it's like dog crack. My golden retriever will do anything for that treat.
And if they're eating it if they're eating it dehydrated, Lana, they will eat it raw.
Yep.
Because when I'm making them, Addie sits there and I give her all the little tiny hearts. I just give her the little tiny ones.
Yeah.
And she loves them.
So so where do you get this from? That you get the duck hearts and then you do freeze dry?
I'll hook you up.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
We're not saying that one over the air.
No. Yeah. That's my trade secret, right?
I'll hook you up.
So what other things do you cover? You do have dog treats. You have
I have dog toys.
Dog toys.
I have cat toys.
Okay.
And I got so many cute little cat toys.
Yeah.
It's to the point where I want to get a cat. But I don't think Addie would enjoy that very much.
Yeah, I've got 2. I've got one that's got a very, very sensitive stomach. She is very tiny. She's 7 months old and she's only like this big.
Oh, she's so cute.
You can see her on my lives when I'm on my Facebook, Instagram
so
stuff.
Cute.
She'll hop up and she'll be sitting right here. And I'm a cat lover. I like my dogs. I like my horses, but I'm also a cat
lover.
So
I carry the mushrooms.
What kind?
It's called real mushrooms.
Okay, what's it do?
And
what's it for? What's in it? What kind of mushroom?
Oh, I carry the turkey tail. I carry the reishi.
Okay.
The lion's mane.
Lion's
mane is good for the brain.
Yes.
Lucky was getting that twice a day too, and it helped him because he had dementia.
Yep, inflammation.
And it helps with inflammation.
Yep.
All medicinal mushrooms help with the immune system, and we carry all of those.
Some other things that I have found that also work, and it works for humans too. Now I'm following a person on TikTok, and his specialty is preventing dementia. And I started taking this, and when I did my research, I'm like, oh yeah, oh no, this stuff works.
Mushrooms.
Lion's mane mushroom, you can really you can tell a huge difference, guys. You can really tell the difference when you start taking it.
I was following that guy and then I forgot his name.
I know, I can't remember his name either. No, I'm just being funny.
Yeah, he's just being funny. He's laughing back there.
Yeah, I know, I see it. But I've also hesperidin and resveratrol. Hesperidin. It's all natural stuff. It's just a fancy word for like I know that resveratrol is grape seed skin or grape skin.
Grape seed oil is very good for us too.
So
now listen.
You have a question, Kat? You have your hand
no,
raised?
just here's what I'm going to say for you two ladies and for the 216 Creator Studios. We are not doctors. We are not saying take all of this stuff. Find what works for you, and do it. Where results
I
may
am
vary.
not a vet. I didn't go to vet school. I've learned all of this on my own.
All the legal disclaimers that we have, I just read through.
Thank you, Ken.
So just these are people with a great experience, and these are suggestions. They're not saying go out and start, licking every mushroom in your yard, right?
Yeah, don't pick mushrooms out of your yard. You're gonna get sick.
I've always been like that. I wonder if I died like that in another lifetime. I was, as a kid, absolutely terrified to eat mushrooms. Absolutely terrified. When there would be mushrooms on things, and as I've gotten older, I'm okay. But I mean, when I was little, that was it. I was afraid swore I was going to get poisoned.
There's some mushrooms that grow in your yard, and I've had customers say that their dogs have gotten sick from it. I don't know what the name of the mushrooms are.
A good friend of mine, Scott Giles,
and they could die from it too.
Good friend of mine, Scott Giles, says if the dog won't eat it, he won't eat it.
Well, amen to that.
Yep, that's true.
And I'm like, my dog ate its own poop. But
but you know what? When your dog eats his own poop, he's missing something.
Oh, he's dead now.
They're missing something.
Well, I know that I feed back my chicken the shells of the eggs back to my chickens.
And you give it to your dog too.
Calcium.
Teresa says, I promise you, the lion's mane works insanely well on my mom. The change in her mental acuity is phenomenal.
I'm telling you, it works. Yep, it does.
Yeah, the lion's mane.
It tastes good too. I like the taste. It's a little earthy, but I like it.
I carry the capsules because it's easier, and I do carry the powder for turkey tail.
Do you go Kent, do you go get it raw and at the health food store?
Yeah, or at the farmer's market or whatever.
The farmer's market. Yeah. I go get it sometimes, and I will add it to a salad, and it tastes. You're right. It's earthy.
It's earthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like beets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's a real good way to put it.
I love beets. Exactly. But even when you cook them, and I love beets. Love that.
Now I am on beet herb supplements.
I can't do beets either.
You got to cook them right.
They taste them like.
So
dirt.
Linda says, "How about a cat turd? I think it's helped my husband. The cat turd, or are you talking about lion's mane?"
Linda, we're confused on this.
Wait a minute, Whip. I hope your husband's not eating cat turd.
God bless him. That's
unless she's really mad at him and she's frying it up for him or something.
What are these? These are liver hearts.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay. So let's change that subject.
She says.
Linda, the way you type that, we didn't understand.
Sometimes when you're watching, because I do it too, and I send it, it's like, I didn't mean that. I meant that. So
that's what. And then sometimes people get mad at me because you guys know that I do my lives. I got a couple hundred people on there usually, and they're typing, and then I don't understand their question, and they get frustrated with me. I'm like, I don't understand your question, and then they retype it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Also, another thing, by the way, on TikTok is they will mute you. They will. You'll be typing to me, and I can't see it. Yeah. But other people can see it, but I can't, and I don't know. It's almost like they're editing you. And so every once in a while, then I will.
Did you say TikTok on TikTok?
TikTok is really bad at that. Yes.
Ega likes beet soup. She's the best.
You like beet soup? Now, you know what?
I've never had beet soup.
I've never had it either. Ooh. I love squash soup. Have you ever had squash soup?
Is great.
Oh, it's so
absolutely.
Good.
I've never had squash soup.
Really? I'll make you some. You come out the house.
Squash,
okay. Hey, remember, I'm in Chicago. I'm an hour and 15 minutes from downtown Chicago. So it's easy to get to me. I'm off I-90. So anyway. With that said, all right, thank you so much, Sue.
No problem.
Hey, she's one more shout out.
Right.
Kent, go for it.
Right down at the bottom of the screen, scrolling right across there. Visit diamondsnaturalstore.com. That's Diamonds Natural Store for all your fur babies, healthy dietary needs and toys. Check them out. You go there, mention 216 and that you actually saw Sue on Metaphysical Meanderings. I don't know why I'm just saying that. Mention that. That just makes me feel good.
And I'm always available at diamondsbonebroth@gmail.com if anybody has any questions.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So it's about that time, Kent. All right.
Yeah.
I've got people already. That's
And
Linda,
Linda,
all right. Go for it.
And Linda says, hey, our subjects changed, so that's why it's called Metaphysical Meanderings.
That's right.
That is why it's called that, Linda. Because this is you actually see my personality. This is it. I'm here and I'm here and I'm here because I do so many. I like to do so many things. It's like
so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go open up the comment lines.
Yes.
You can ask a psychic. Now here's what I'm gonna ask. Listen, there's only about 6 weeks left of the year.
Yes.
So point your questions towards maybe the last 6 weeks or the first month of the new year.
Yes.
But what I might just try to drill it in really neat there, and let's see if we get some different responses.
I have a question. I have somebody on here on TikTok, and I'm going to respond to you right away because she's like, I'm really nervous about a serious family situation happening right now, and I could use some insight. Apple Blossom, ask it to me. Go ahead, ask it to me, and so I can see it. And in the meantime, we're going to move on to have Kent.
So go ahead, throw up your questions up there.
Go ahead.
Teresa does say at Linda Turwee, it's called Metaphysical Meanderings for a good reason. Subjects change on a dime. That's right. If you have questions for the psychic, go ahead and throw them right.
Go ahead and ask some questions.
There.
Go ahead.
We know you wing it. So
we do wing it. I do it.
Whatever comes out.
For a long time, if you guys notice, there's been a change. It would be much too structured, and it wasn't matching me. I'd be like, ugh. So I go in mentally with what I know, and this is how I taught. So you're basically getting the teacher person. And when, so in my head, I know where I'm going with everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and people are like, how did you do that? Well, I taught 31 years. So you see what I'm saying?
There we go.
Hey, Scorpion Goddess, what's up?
That's it. She says, Lana, do you see Demetrius coming back into my life this year?
Not the rest of this year. I want to say, though, you might hear from him. I want to say late January, early February, though. It seems like there will be healed, and it might be by social media or something, because it seems like it's by computer, or it could be text, but it's something like that.
That is awesome. Terry T says, question, Miss Lana, will I meet a man for love? Holidays are coming and couples be loving.
Okay, Terry. I want to say you have somebody coming, but not until next year. And it's around the spring to the summer. And you guys know what I do. I have 4 seasons here, right? So I'm always so people in California, I'm like, when it gets warm, and they kind of go, huh? And I'm like, when it gets like April or May, it gets warm. And they're like, and by the way, side note, Metaphysical Meanderings, did you know the state of Wisconsin, the fastest growing population that are moving there are from California? That they did this study, and they're all moving to like Madison. If you guys know, it's very, very
well. You said that everybody would be moving. Near us in Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Great Lakes. Yeah, that's why I couldn't think of it. Yeah,
the Great Lakes, because there's water.
That's right.
And you can afford to live, because it's like people that
California
I know that just
is very expensive.
Yep, I know. Probably about 25% of you guys are from California, because I know my stats, and a lot of them, they're leaving in droves. A lot are going to Texas, but like other places though. And now people are starting to look at the Great Lakes because it's cheaper to live. Does it get cold? Oh, hell yeah.
Could you imagine coming from California to Wisconsin?
Yes, it gets cold. You know what? From and if you guys don't know,
right?
Hey, one of my friends said to me, there's no earthquakes. The smog is very limited, because there's hardly anything there. It just gets cold. And if you can put up with the cold for 3 months a year.
And the snow.
And the thing is with snow, if you guys get out in it, because I have horses and I'm forced to get out. Once you get out in it and you're used to it, It doesn't
Yeah.
bother you in the same way.
Yeah, when I had chickens, I had to get out there every day,
Yep.
shovel my way to the coop.
If I'm
Yep.
busy shoveling or doing
Yep.
something, it's not
Yep.
bad. But
I mean,
if
it's
you're
not
just
that bad. You bundle up.
if you're running from
Okay,
your
hold on.
car to a store or something, it's always very cool.
Yeah, the traveling
all right.
sucks.
Yes.
So go ahead.
Teresa
Yep,
Teresa
go ahead.
Campbell says, "Is my son and stepdad going to make up before Christmas so our family can get together again?"
I don't think so. Sorry. One of them is just, wow, are they mad? What? I want to say it's a stepdad thing. If somebody's really super mad and they're not budging because that's their personality, they feel they're owed an apology, and the other one's not going to do it. That's what I'm picking up on that, Teresa. All right. So I'm pretty good at picking up their emotions. So, but that's no, they're not. Sorry. Okay.
Hey, hi, Lana.
Hi, guys.
Will F and I stay in a relationship long term?
For a while. I'm looking about a year out. I want to say it was maybe 9 months to a year. I think you're always going to, that person's going to be in your life for a while, though. I don't know if you'll be in a relationship, but you'll be in your life somehow.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So
All right.
Sam Thomas
Okay.
is here, and you remember Sam is
Yes.
a natural bodybuilder. She's going
Yes.
into some
I remember.
competitions. She says, what color suit will I wear for my first bodybuilding competition?
It should be, let's see. Your aura. Okay. So you guys remember I hit auras too. And I can't see them. I feel them. And I think you would look really good in like a dark burgundy or a orange red.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Okay. I don't know why, but it feels that's like your color. I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how I can do it, but I can see their aura. And usually that happen to be like a favorite color of yours too. You also have a little bit of your aura's got a little purple in it too, like an indigo, like just a little bit of a dark purple also at around the edges of the color that I'm talking about. So, okay.
Nice.
All right. So Tiffany wants to know any ideas about somebody winning the Super Bowl. Okay. So you guys got to know.
Isn't that awfully early?
Right.
I
It
know.
is.
But I'm telling you, I've predicted how many have I predicted right down to the score. I did that 2 years ago, and on here on Medical Meanderings, I said, "Oh, it's going to be so and so by 3," and I didn't think anything, and it went on to the next question. It was exactly right, and I got the Bucks right. Remember, I got the Bucks in 6. I got that right. Last year I got it right, but I kept saying it was the 49ers because it was a red team, but it ended up being Kansas because they're red. This year, I'm telling you, it's blue. There's a blue team, and I think it might be the Lions, you guys. I really do. I feel sorry for the Lions. I can't help it. I have been so bad for so long, but it's blue and it's either white or silver. Now, could it be the
Buffalo.
Seattle? They've got a little green in their outfit.
Could be Buffalo out there too.
Well, Buffalo's got red though.
Oh yeah.
There's red in the. I see blue.
God, all my friends that are watching that know me that I am not a football fan, and I'm thinking to myself, even on a podcast, I can't get away from football.
There you go. Hey, you know why? I'm anything that I'm interested in. I like sports. I'm watching. I'm a big NFL person. I'm a Packer fan, even though they're doing horribly this year, rebuilding, right? So I watch MLB a little bit. I predicted the Rangers too.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me about 2 weeks ago, if it was the Rangers. I said yes, the Rangers are going to win.
The Bears have been reorganizing since 1985. So,
yeah.
Right.
Hey, they did go to one Super Bowl though.
Yeah, they did.
Oh yeah, that's right. And they lost.
They lost,
but at least they got there. Okay. I don't remember what year that was, but so whenever that year is, then they've
was
been
their quarterback.
rebuilding.
Linda says, "So how's the rest of the year for my family looking?"
All right, Linda, hold on. That's kind of a big question. You need to watch your money. I feel like it's going to be tight when it comes down to the present thing. And I know that that's cliche, but I think if you're careful, I feel like you need to be watching sales, that you're going to end up finding some sales somewhere where you're going to save a whole lot of money. I don't know where I'm getting that from, but
Geico help you save a lot on your insurance. Cindy says, "Do you see me going on a long-term relationship with Mark?"
Yes. Yes. It looks like it's about 2 years out. He's got stuff. I think he's got trauma though, or something. He's got some baggage he's got to work through.
And we all do.
He's a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Let's be
No,
honest.
you're
Men
absolutely
always
right.
have
on
They're
that.
all-
baggage.
they're
Let me
all
take
idiots.
a couple TikTok
Yeah.
questions.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Hold on here.
You got one? You got a question?
Will you have to foster your sister's baby, Apple Blossom? Yes.
Oh, that's good.
But it's okay because you're going to be like, you're going to be really close with this child anyway.
Yeah.
It's a girl, right? Because I think it is. It's a girl, right? But I think you're just going to have to, it's not like you think it is. It's going to be an absolute joy. Okay. Trust me on this. She's going to, that little girl will worship the ground you walk on. All right. I want you to remember that. Okay. All right. Next.
Rhonda, that's a good one. So dig in here. I put off having a biopsy until after the first of the year. Was this a bad move?
No, you're fine.
Mm-mm.
I want to say, I don't think it's as bad as you think it is. That's what I'm picking up. Okay. All right. So just it's okay. And it's all right. You don't need the stress. You wait till the first of the year. You got your holidays over. You'll find out. Remember, you guys, I was told, was it 2 years ago now? I don't think you knew me yet. That they thought I had cancer, that I had a abnormal pap smear.
at least
Yeah,
a couple
but a couple years ago already.
That happened to me about 12 years ago.
And she was convinced that I had cancer. I had like cervical cancer. And I went back in. I'm going to tell you, I had 150, 200 people praying for me. Like everybody. And they went in and the look on her face when she did my biopsy and could find nothing. Absolutely nothing. You think that I don't believe that prayer doesn't work? Oh, you better believe it works. But I'm telling you, she could. I swear, she kept saying to me too, there was something there. There was something there. I know what I saw. I'm the same doctor who saw it, and I'm telling you, something was there. Mm-hmm. And that look on her face was like, and I said, prayer works. Mm-hmm. So I said to her, and I didn't say anything else to her. So I don't. And by the way, 8 weeks. I'm getting my weight loss surgery. I need my Reiki healers because I'm going. My Mars is on Mars. It's not a very good time for astrology to be getting surgery, but I had no choice. Oh, yeah, fine. So you guys are all going to be praying for me to have speedy recovery, because I really don't want to be gone that long. I've had some people have told me they've been gone as little as a week with this major surgery. This is a major surgery.
Scott and I got a good buddy who did. He's down about 75 pounds. Yeah. He recovered pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I think it all depends on you.
I think
it's aftercare.
Aftercare, I think exactly. I was just going to say, if you're following the doctor's directions, because I'm going to tell you, I talk to hundreds of people a week.
Mushrooms.
And
there
mushrooms.
you go.
Hundreds of
and
people.
Dandelions. You're going to be fine.
Hundreds
Get
of people.
dandelion leaves and just fry them up.
Yep.
So
I talked to one
some
lady.
butter, some garlic.
Some butter.
Yeah, butter and garlic. Yeah.
Yep. Anything's better with garlic.
Let's be honest.
This woman said to me, she was just sick. She goes, I wish I had never had this done. And I go, well, are you taking your vitamins? You got to take vitamins for the rest of your life. She's like, no. Well, you're not listening. You know what I mean? And she's like, well, I just can't eat what I want. And I said, see, you're not following directions.
Yeah.
So, my daughter's lost 178 pounds and she's kept it all off.
All right, here we go.
3 years.
Lauren says, hi, Lana.
Yeah.
When will Chris and I be getting married?
I hit 3. It might be as far as 3 years away. I hit 3. And now remember, when I hit 3, sometimes I'll do 3 months. Sometimes I'll do 3. I'll be 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, but it also can have a 3 in it. Because if you guys remember, I predicted that submarine and I said we'd hear about it in 2. And we heard about it on the second day on the 22nd at 2 p.m. And I'm like, well, there's the 2s. Yeah. So sometimes, two. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's a 3 though. But I think it's 3 years. I really do. It feels a little longer than all the other ones. Okay.
Sophie Wethman says, are both my daughters pregnant?
One isn't.
Okay.
Yes. But I want to say the other one will be pregnant before the other one has the baby. So they'll be pregnant pretty much at the same time.
There you go.
Oh,
I'm keeping my fingers crossed. My daughter's trying she's 35. She's trying now that she's lost all this weight. She's trying, they're trying. So, and I do see the baby though. I don't know if you guys know, they wait to be born on the other side and they'll stand with your family members waiting to be born. And I can see her. And my daughter and my son-in-law both have blonde hair and there's a little girl and a little boy. So I'm thinking she might, and she does have the line thing. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, remember on here, you count your lines I have
Yep.
3
Does
children.
it matter what hand?
It's your dominant.
Oh, okay. It's your
So, but look I have 3 children. 1, 2, 3.
I can't
I'm
see
telling
mine.
you, you're accurate. It's
Y'all are
accurate.
left-handed? You're left-handed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you are? Oh, well,
Yes.
no wonder.
See?
All of my friends, I am
Are
not
lefty.
kidding, are lefties.
Or
Every-
Libras.
Are the yes.
Or
Yes. I have a
Cancers.
lot of Libras.
Oh, you told
I have
me
a
I'd be a
Leo.
grandma in 2 years.
Yeah.
So if my daughter's watching, let's go.
Get busy. Get busy.
Time's a ticking.
Oh, it's no,
Cindy,
but you know what? She could take whatever she wants to do.
Cindy says, I moved from California to Iowa 12 years ago. Still can't get used to cold. I've
Yeah.
lived in the Midwest all my life. Can't get used to the cold.
Yep.
Yes, Cindy, we get it.
That's
we get
it. Aga says, how soon will my son graduate?
I want to say Aga, I want to say it's 18 months or so. It might be up to 2 years, but it's 18. Some about 18. Like it's like a year and a half or something. Correct? Is he trying to go through faster? Is that what it is? I don't understand that quite. You know what I'm saying? But I hear 18. So, you know, I don't know. You'll get back to me when see what happens. Okay?
There we go. Jen says, do you see me working for my husband's company anytime soon?
Yep.
But that was quick.
Yes. No, really. Yeah. It's like screaming at
That
me.
was-
You guys know that I'm channeling it. You guys know I'm channeling it. I got your guides are talking to my guides, and I'm just repeating back because I'm a clairaudient. So I'm hearing it. So I know immediately when I see the question or I see a person, I'll know immediately. So that's how it works. You
Yeah.
know. So okay.
There we
Jennifer
go.
wants to know, when will you publish your book? I want to say April of next year or so. If you're having a hard time, I am an expert. I am a published author, and I have been through crap. But will tell you the quickest way to do it is the good way to do it is KDP. It's through Kindle. You get it out there, you get it onto the market, and then you find the marketer. Because right now I've got, matter of fact, I've got it. Well, it's on the floor. But anyway, it's my dream journal. And it helps you analyze your dreams. I had the weirdest dream last night. It was about Donald Trump. Anyway.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's not a dream.
No,
That's
a nightmare. You know what? He made
That's
me
it.
sign. I kid you not. He made me sign a thing saying I would vote only for him. That was the dream. And I'm going, I remember going, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't.
You might as well just shoot me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So anyway,
Listen,
That's it.
we can't thank Sue from Diamond's
Oh, thanks for
Natural
having me.
Store enough for dropping in studio and spending some time with us. Visit her store, diamondsnaturalstore.com, for all of your fur babies, healthy diet, natural diet, toys. Treat them right. They're like family. And this is the
right.
best way to do it.
They're your babies.
And of course, for all of us here, 21/6 Net, thanks for getting caught in the net with us today. And we'll see you next time around.